Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet these really pretty 3D spiral flowers. To begin, pop a slip knot onto your hook. Then chain 8. Slip stitch to that very first chain you made to form a ring. Now all of our stitches will be worked into this central ring. We will have a lot of stitches, so you may need to scooch them around as you go. To start, chain 3, which counts as your very first double crochet stitch. Now work 23 double crochet stitches into this ring, and including that chain 3, you will have a total of 24 stitches. Once you have crocheted 23 double crochets into the ring, it is definitely worth just taking a moment to double check that you have in fact got the right amount of stitches. You need 23 double crochet stitches and your chain 3. Once you're happy you have the correct amount of stitches, we're going to close off this round by slip stitching to the top of that chain 3. Now you can slip stitch and close off entirely with this yellow before moving to your new colour, but I like to switch to the petal colour at this point. So I'm going to slip stitch and change colour at the same time. So into the top of this chain 3, I'm going to pop my hook in, then I'm going to drop the colour I'm working with, bring in my new colour for my petals and draw that loop through the chain and through the loop on my hook. Then snip off the colour you've been working with, but leave enough yarn to weave in at the ends. And then we are ready to begin the petal rounds. For round 2, chain 1 and single crochet into that same place. So where we joined with the slip stitch, work a single crochet. Now chain 6. Skip 2 stitches and single crochet in the next. Chain 6. Skip 2, single crochet in the next. Chain 6. Skip 2, single crochet in the next. Keep going round, but stop before this final end section over here. So chain 6, skip 2, single crochet in the next. Once you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain loops of 6, you'll be left with these 2 stitches right at the very end. To finish this round, chain 3. Then work an extended double crochet stitch into your very first single crochet of the round. So yarn over, go into your single crochet stitch, draw up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, draw through 1, then yarn over, draw through 2 loops, and yarn over, draw through 2 loops. That closes off this first petal round. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 loops with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 single crochet stitches. For round 3, chain 1 and single crochet into the loop you just formed. Chain 6, and single crochet into the next chain loop. Chain 6, single crochet into the next chain loop, and we're going to work this around, chaining 6 and single crocheting into the chain loop space. Once you reach the very end and you are back to that very first chain space where you started with your single crochet, you've chained 6, we're going to slip stitch to that very first single crochet of this round to close up round 3. So you should have something that looks like this. For round 4 is the round in which we form these spiral petals. So to start, we need to slip stitch into this next chain space. Here you've slip stitched to your single crochet. Now just go ahead and slip stitch into that chain space. Chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. Then work 4 double crochets into this chain loop space. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to work a chain 3 picot. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to slip stitch underneath the front loop of that double crochet you just made and the front bar of that same stitch. Just slip stitch in there. If that's a bit too tricky for you, you can just slip stitch into the first of those 3 chains. I find doing it this way just makes your picots lie nice and flat. So we're working on this back portion of the petal first. Then to finish this back petal, work 5 double crochet stitches into the exact same chain space that we've been working into. So 5 double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, scooch them around if you need to, and 5. So that is the back section of the petals. These back sections of the petals are worked into these outside loops. Now we are going to form the inner spiral section. Now if you place your work down, we are going to be working over these inner loops. So where you have just finished this petal, these are the inner loops we're going to work in to form the spiral. Now we're going to work down this side and come back up and round this side. So keep an eye on these two legs here directly below, and we're going to work around this side first, then spin around and come up the other side. Now there's a lot of turning, so just keep your eye on this side, which is where we're aiming for first. Once we've got this first spiral out of the way, you'll spot where the next ones go quite easily. So we're going to be working around this leg of this chain here. So on this side of the single crochet, you might want to fold things out of the way, spot this leg, and on this side we're going to work 8 double crochet stitches. So I folded it down, so I've just got that little leg, and I'm going to work 8 double crochet stitches on this section of that chain loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, push things up a little bit if you're running out of room, 7, and 8. So you can see, if I take my hook out, you can see there's that chain loop at the back. We've just worked straight down this side of this chain loop. Now we want to work back up the other side of it here. So we're going to come round and we're going to work back up on the other side, so still in line with where you did that first back petal. So pick up your work and rotate it around. Keep rotating, keep going until you can access this side of that same chain loop. And then around this part of the chain loop, work 8 double crochet stitches. Just straight in, sort of unfolding things and pushing them out of the way to make that super obvious for myself. 8 double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you can see we came down one half and we've come back up the other half. Now we are going to work into this back loop. So you'll spot it fairly easily because we've just worked over this inner loop. So this outer loop is the one you want to spot next. Fold these spiral petals out of the way so it's nice and easy for you to spot. And into this chain loop at the back here, work 5 double crochet stitches. We're forming the back petal now, like we did on this side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, then the chain 3 picot, so chain 3, slip stitch under the front loop and that front bar of the last double crochet you made, or as I say, if it's easier for you to just go into the base, you can do that, that's fine. So you've formed your little picot and then 5 more double crochet stitches back into that same chain loop. So we formed the back petal. Now we are going to be working over, if I move that first spiral petal out of the way, this next chain loop here. Work down the left hand side of it, and then we turn and we'll come back up the right hand side. So around this first section, 8 double crochet stitches. Once you've finished those 8 double crochet stitches, rotate, keep going all the way around until you find the other side of that chain loop and work 8 double crochets around that one too. So we're spiraling back around. Once you've completed your little spiral section, we then move immediately into the back section to work the large flat petals. So we're going to repeat working back petal, spiral, back petal, spiral, all the way around. The back petals are 5 double crochets, chain 3 picot, 5 double crochet, all into the back loop, and then the spiral is on this inner loop, 8 double crochet down the left hand side, 8 double crochet back up the right hand side, so come around. Repeat this, back petal, spiral, back petal, spiral, all the way round until you have finished your 8th spiral. Then meet me here to finish off. So I'm just finishing up my very last spiral petal. I'm right back to the beginning, and to end, we're going to slip stitch to the top of your original chain 3 from this round. So just pop in a slip stitch, chain 1, cut your yarn, leaving enough to weave in, pull it through, pull it out, pull it tight, and then just take a moment to push your flower down, because if you're anything like me, you've been folding it as you work around, and just put your thumb in those spirals to make them sit a bit more nicely. Then you can weave in your ends, and if you'd like to have a little embellishment in the middle, then that's absolutely fine. This is just a little button, little flat-backed button, which I am in the process of sewing into the back here. Or you could hot glue gun them in, put little pearls, whatever you want. They look really pretty with a little embellishment in the middle, or you can just leave them with their natural central ring as is. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you go on to make many spiral flowers of your own. They're really fantastic and super tactile. I love them. So until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.